Da 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 da. Laurent claims the prize. Congrats, Laurent. How are you doing? Oof. Sorry about that. I imagine today was an exciting day. His grad stopped by to check out, well, to pet Reese, but also check out his new apartment. Mostly to pet Reese. Meeting grad was surreal. Sure it was. Known them for quite some time, and then they just show up and start petting Reese, and then soon they're going to be fully moved in. Like very close by. It'll be sure it's going to be very exciting, and probably have some hilarious shenanigans every so often. Mostly I mean like the like just someone just randomly showing up on someone else's stream. I randomly, of course, invited, but you know what I mean. Just like, oh, straight, hey, look, it's Grad, or like, hey, look, it's Laurent. I imagine there's a bunch of. I imagine it's gonna be great. Excuse me. So yeah, fast pace for Pride tomorrow. Tomorrow at 2:25, or at least that's what's on the schedule so far. And at least that's my time. For like most people, that's gonna be like 5:25. But it'll be exciting. Yeah, 5:25 for you. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Following up Super Monkey Ball 2 by Helix. Which is definitely hard to like follow up on, like that. Like Helix is amazing at Super Monkey Ball. How am I gonna top that? Super Monkey Ball is also very, I guess it's like the satisfying block, like the satisfaction of that one can get from like speedruns and Super Monkey Ball, like just like the accuracy and whatnot, just that can go in, and then followed up by just literally absorbing everything into the hole, or into a hole. Which reminds me, I probably should I need to work on figuring out some more hole and donuts related puns. I know a couple, and I'm not going to be sorry that I do some puns. Puns people arrive, yeah. Excuse me. Hey Fern, welcome on in. It's Donut County time. How are you doing? Sleepy but alive. Yeah, that seems to be a lot of people as of late. Very sleepy, but alive, and at least getting through. Chances are that, of course, people will then fall asleep on stream, which is fine. Encouraged, even. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm suddenly just had a cough show up within the past 10 minutes. It's so dumb. I wasn't coughing at all. I don't know. Probably just like air or something. Breathing, whatnot. Yeah. It's so comfy. Yeah. Once we get runs going, it probably will start getting quite comfy. Again. Yeah. Probably should get started. I'm fairly tired myself. I'm slightly tired, and I have like unfinished business that I've been trying to figure out the past couple days. Been playing around like doing art stuff. Like I haven't been working on Burb Night, but I've been like working on like art style and all that stuff, and like experimenting some more and trying stuff out, seeing how things work. And so like I'm in the absolute middle of that, which is like it's this frustrating thing is like I'm not getting kind of what I want, so I'm like trying to figure out like trying to find the thing that works and like how to do it. Thing that looks good and I want to carry forward, and yeah. It's so definitely unfinished business that's just on the back of my mind. Progress is slow, but star discovery is such a long process. It is. It's definitely frustrating because I have something in my head and it's just figuring out like the different brushes and all that stuff. Because like that's always been like a progress thing. Like over time, my style has definitely changed quite a bit. But like I have a little bit more in my head, and I'm trying to experiment with like a new thing that I've never experimented before with this texture, or at least with texture brushes. And like that's its own. I spent like an entire day just going through like I think like 30 different kinds of brushes to get the one to like get something close, and then I was like filling this afternoon, just trying to like define and get the brushes to how I like, or what I expect them or want them to get out. Now it's just a matter of using them and then just finding the right thing and getting that. But I'll see about that later. I have all weekend to attend to that. Anyway, you need to try your hand at creating brushes. That would probably be like an easier thing than like just like looking, because what I'm doing is like looking for brushes, like getting brush packs, and then like going through it, like, do I like this? Nope. Immediately like get rid of it. Do I like this? Nope, get rid of it. Do I have any use for this? Nope, get rid of it. And like, this is kind of good. I'll put this in the maybe pile. And just going through, it just takes so long. I also imagine like you'd have to get like the textures and stuff like that. It'd probably be a whole lot nicer because you can get the settings that you want, and you don't have to like work off whatever settings that you're like forced with, or not specific settings, but I don't know, there's like the like sliders and all that for like settings is like, that's, you can always change that, but it's like I guess like certain things have like certain settings depending on like however the artist configured them. And so like sometimes you get like a bunch of options to like turn on and off, and sometimes you don't. And I need to figure that out. So it's definitely been nice, like being definitely more involved with art. For reset, nice. Yeah, oh yeah, I that's the like one of the few words that I know that I know you can get off of like that one word. The other is just P. But like for the marathon, I think like reset will probably be like a hilarious one. And that always seems to be the one I tend to like type out during no reset runs. So just like carrying forward like, oh yeah, it's a no reset run, so I'm going to type the word reset for some unknown reason. Dang it, I got the glitch. I have no idea how you avoid that. That loses so much time. There we go. Otter's Rock. I have played this level so many times. This is like a level I've done so much work on just because there was a very specific goal that I know could be achieved. And I just kept on pushing for it. So there's like an unbelievable like amount of runs that or attempts that I've done for this. More than any other level. Just because there was like such a goal. I think it was like sub 130 for this level, which we finally got. I think it was sub 130. Oop. The King's Pass of Donut County, pretty much. I mean, luckily with this you can just practice the IL, but then again, you could technically with King's Pass because you just need to create a new save file. I feel like that very first Mira's house is definitely like the King's Pass because like I've definitely reset plenty of runs just off that. I've gotten better where I don't really mind too much anymore. But it certainly was a thing. Wow, the physics is really going to mess me up on this, isn't it? Come on. Oh, you're not big enough, are you? Because I didn't get everything that I was supposed to. Yep, I didn't. Might be a little bit slow right now just because, you know, warm up. That's something I need to do tomorrow, like offline, is just warm up. Just so like the speed in which I can go is fairly good. Danger noodles. Excuse me. I say as I continue to do that more. It's so freaky when that happens. Come on, spin. There we go. Come on. Come on, items. There we go. Get fish. Pupper, come on. Nice pupper. Good pupper. Dang it. Never like it when that happens. Get burbs. Burbs, where are ye? There's always burbs in the games I play. Or you are the burb in the game. The game. More often than not, that seems to be the case. Burb is one thunder requirement. Pretty much. I guess the only game that really doesn't have burbs that I speedrun like quite often is Hollow Knight. I don't know of any burbs in Hollow Knight. At least not yet. Not until we get the crow skin underway. Like active on there. Or on mask flies. Oh yeah, those are burbs. Those are the burbs of Hollow Knight. I forgot about them. So I guess everything does have burbs. Requirement for speedruns. Burbs. Oh, the bunny, yeah, the bunny level is so hilarious. It's so cute and hilarious at the same time. So we all know the jokes that are being made, but they're like nice and subtle that any young people probably won't really know. Like younger kids won't know, thankfully. I constantly remember the Looney Tunes joke of like, I think it was Looney Tunes or something along those lines about like, what's a rabbit's favorite subject? It's like multiplying, like, oh yeah, we're really good at, like, I'm a rabbit, we're really good at multiplying kind of thing. I remember that quite often from, at least from Looney Tunes, I think it was Looney Tunes. Very few like old cartoons that I've ever really watched. Zootopia made that joke too. Oh yes, they did. I forgot to split. Zootopia did make that joke. I forgot. When like compiling like all the taxes or the tax fraud against Nick, right? Maybe it was nice and good. There's a lot of like good, like I definitely have like taken a liking to Disney movies as of a little recently. Just like a handful. Like I'd say out of all like the Disney movies, Moana is probably my favorite. Like the songs in there are so, I like Moana so much because just like the songs are really good. And the visuals are like really fantastic too. The concept of like islands and the sea and just it being peaceful and nature and whatnot is quite nice. Corn just slipped under, okay. I like the concept of Raya, but there was a lot of things they did wrong. Yeah, like there was a lot of cool things I liked about Raya and the Last Dragon. At least I thought that was like the part of the title. Yeah, there was like some cool things I liked about it, but definitely I agree with you there. There was some stuff that they could have done a whole lot better, like story wise and all that would have made it like so much better. Because I really like that movie too. Like I can definitely see like a really good story, but like the story I have in my head is definitely like, or what could have been, is definitely different than what there was. Had a lot of potential. It did. It did. there's still some good aspects to take from it. Definitely some good aspects to take from it and turn into something greater, maybe. Trying to think, there was like another movie that I saw recently. There's like I'm like forgetting a lot of things right now. In terms of like movie-wise, what I've seen. I've just mostly been watching like a couple of the animated shows on like that Disney has done, or rewatching in some cases, like Gravity Falls. I've been just going through and just watching all that stuff. Being very nice. Movies always feels like a little bit trickier to act, because like movies are very like specific and like they show up. And then like, I don't know, there's like weirdness to them. Gravity Falls is great to rewatch. Oh yeah, I'm like finishing it up right now. Like I just have like 5 episodes left of the series, and like I know what happens, but it's still great to watch. Still has the excitement and like the feels and the jokes and waddles. Waddles is my favorite. God, Waddles is such a good... it's so cute. All the things they do with Waddles makes Waddles so adorable. Alright, we get our gamer fuel, we get gamer energy drinks, and then we're off to doing that. Sorry, I needed to make that joke in the moment. That way I could actually remember it for tomorrow. Love how they added lore to this game. Remember, just wait, hold on. Just because I need to be precise with this, so it goes down and. Love how they added lore to this game. Remember when it was just a few little levels. How so? What do you mean by that? Or just like how they strung like this overarching story with the whole. Remember it just being a concept of a few stuff. Yeah, the story. Yeah, it's quite hilarious, the story that and how they take it, because it's just funny. Because like they're all just there discussing and like dealing with the situation that the hole is causing. Nice. Did that quite efficiently, which I'm happy with. That was very fortunate. I was not. Borg. Also Fern, if I remember, crap, because I think like I saw you streaming the other day, and I think I quickly stopped by, and I think I remember, if I remember seeing correctly, your 4 mask shards is now sub 830. If I remember. Absolute GG. That is. Missed it. All your golds are still at 845 for PB. Oh, okay, so I saw the gold splits then. You were on gold splits during that time. Got it. Yeah, because I saw 828 if I remember correctly. But you might have been on golds and I just didn't see it because I was on my phone. Like, what are some of the things that, like, pop that down even more too? Oh, nice. It's like, what are is it just a matter of just stringing that all together, or just, are there a few areas, like, is it just, like, boss related, or is it, like, just some movement type stuff that, like, that you need to look at to, like, for consistency? Just out of curiosity. Mostly Moloch, Pogo Shard, and then Grezmother. So those are just the biggest areas. Alright. That's pretty good at least. Like, Moloch is just... And again, I don't really want to ever practice Moloch. Like, I know Moloch is my struggle too. It's like, I don't want to practice Moloch. Pogo Shard, yeah. Consistency on that, and Grezmother fight for consistency on that. Makes sense. Mostly, let's see, new Moloch gold is 57, but can do so much better. I believe. Yeah, Moloch's a pain, but I believe once you get Moloch down, you're like gonna be golden. Literally, because you'll get a golden split and you'll get like consistency with that boss. Moloch is such a pain. It's good that you know like what's it's good that you know like what to go for. And like there is like that's the main obtainable stuff. Moloch is such a pain though. I don't even like fighting Moloch when I'm fully like equipped with like flukes for like 112. Actually no, flukes on 112. Moloch is quite fun because it's dumb. Oh come on. I should just pop other balloons out of safety. Into the hole. If there weren't so many 4-master charge runners, wait, hold on. Gotta get the ring, come on. Uh-oh, the flume isn't a very... Nope, we got the flume, we got it, come on. Come on, very good, good flume. If there weren't so many 4-master charge runners, you wouldn't be improving so quickly either. Yeah, there is like so many resources. Like 4-master charts is so popular because it's so short, but also like just nice competition between a lot of people. There's like so much to like learn about that category. It's like so nice, especially Sloret and like Zweeble, since they're quite active. You can find out so much info from them. Badunk. You're so cute. Jeez, this is not working as I wanted to. Get that, because I think that's going to help greatly. There we go. That, like, 4-master charge is stacked. It's kind of why, like, I'm interested in running it again, too. It's just because there is so much activity around it, like, quite often, that it's quite nice. We got the glitch. There's, like, so much activity quite often. It makes it very exciting and, like, easy to get motivated to, like, run it. I certainly can't do the... There's one thing it'll be quite difficult to even do. Actually, I won't be able to really do unless I like go for certain times. Like normally, like I know for like some games I've ran and like I'd run and then like because I'd usually be friends with someone with like a runner and whatnot, we'd push each other to greater times. Like Goose Game would be Tastafoot and a number of other people. Like Never Give Up was Cuddy Flame, or is Cuddy Flame. Shouldn't say was, because Cuddy Flame still motivate me. Hollow Knight, the closest person I have, at least like just I know off bat, just cause, or I've at least known for a long time, would be Slurnt, just because I've known Slurnt for so long. Just like off the bat, pretty much. Just like that. But like the thing with that is like, oh yeah, I'm going to pop Slurnt. The thing with that though is that I'd have to, well, be second place. I'd have to achieve second place, and at that point, I might as well like, it might as well be, might as well go for Reki. In that case too. So quite difficult to like push up the speed rival situation with leaderboard. Yeah, speed rivals are so great. Yeah, because like you're friends and you'll push up, you'll push each other to like newfound times and whatnot. Always be pushing and always and whatnot. You mostly focus on PB. Hold on one second. Dang it. but you look at what most practice goal would be. Oh yeah, like having that goal of like what to practice is big too. I mean, that's how I was able to go as far as I did with Donut County, just because I had those had like, okay, what's the next practical goal? Like you're meaning like the sub. I'm just thinking of like the top of my head because I'm playing this game right now. Like, oh, sub 30, sub 36, and then sub 35, and all that stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have those goals too. I have a giant, well, ever increasing in size, like note document on my phone of all the goals I have for speedruns, like times I want to achieve in certain categories or games, and as well as like some accomplished goals and when they were accomplished. It helps me keep track of like, not only it helps me keep track of like what have I set out to do, what has my heart desired for a PB time in something, or what category am I looking at. Like at the end of the year, I'm definitely going to like show off like how the progress that I've made throughout the year on like certain stuff, certain goals that I've had. I'll be showing that off, but only at the end of the year, because that's when it will be like at its biggest, or possibly at its biggest, because everything will be there. So yeah, speed goals are really good because they, like, even like you may have a major overarching goal, like I want to get sub 8 minutes. Like that's definitely like a daunting goal, but like start having like small goals definitely makes it easier and makes motivation quite nice. Yeah, it just makes things so much nicer to have like small little goals that progress. Yeah. Don't mind the raccoon with the pickle jar and crown. Don't mind them at all. Okay, that was a weird, interesting glitch. You rude boss fight. You save it for the last possible RNG, and oh my god. No, don't you even dare think about that. Oh my god, that was so bad. That was like a very unfortunate situation we got ourselves in. Okay, you made up for a game. I appreciate that. Oh, come on. I thought I made it. I accidentally got stuck. Oh, we have to suffer through that. All right. Okay, I see how it is. Game. That's unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Oh my god, it just flat out just already started. Cool. Right. Or the fact that I got caught at the last possible second. Bye, BK. Jeez. Oh my god. Oh, if that's noise, that is noise. Oh, there's still peace. $34-14. Yeah, that boss fight was very unfortunate. Kind of situation we got ourselves into. Yeah, that was electric gold. Let me quickly check something. I just want to make sure one of my settings didn't change. Open Logitech, thank you. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's what I stand. For a second, for some reason, I thought my like mouse sensitivity was lower than what it should have been. No, it was just me being weird. Anyway, round 2. Do a couple practices tonight. We'll also squeeze the cat. Nope. Well, we're going with this as is. Okay, I learned the mistake that I've made. The other day you found out a button on your mouse changes the sensitivity. Yeah, my mouse has same button as well, or at least has a button that changes as well between like however many like DPIs or whatever sensitivity you like have set, presets you have set for it. I have a Logitech mouse, and so it has that Logitech hub kind of thing. And that whole dealio and whatnot. I was also making sure that I didn't press that button and my mouse sensitivity changed, because it can do that. I don't even use the other sensitivity options that I have. Actually, no, I use one, but I don't play Overwatch anymore, so I have no reason to ever switch to it. It's like a slower rated sensitivity, mostly for whenever I need it to actually like actively like be one of like DPS or something like that, where I actually needed to aim instead of just being Reinhardt and like having like wild sensitivity, or because I just need to swing a hammer. But it's been a while since I played Overwatch, so that other option hasn't really had too much use. Wink. That was very clean. Here, likewise, it changes. Yeah, that's always a struggle. It's like, why is everything so? Why are things changing? What am I doing? Like, what's going on? Is the computer haunted? And it just you accidentally like hit the button when you didn't mean to. This is definitely going to lose a bit of time. There we go. Lost a bit of time just because of that stinking cutscene glitch. I don't think I got cutscene glitch in like my PB. I think I was like very fortunate in that case. But come on, cacti. Come on, danger noodles. Forgot the rock. I can't believe I forgot the rock. Why would I forget the rock? How could one forget Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Sorry, I was just slightly adjusting my microphone since I realized it was like too low. Danger noodle pile. They're not really going in though. Okay, now they are going in. Oh, they got yeeted. That's fine. Into the hole. Hello, Shresh. Sleepy hello and good luck with the practice. Hope you're clear out all the trash. Oh yeah, we're clearing out all the trash. We're making all these levels look amazing and very barren of anything. Oh, Pupper went into the hole really fast. It's not the one I wanted. I didn't actually grab the water? Nonsense. Lies, slander, I say. I feel like I'm like really far away from like how I've been in this game for some reason. Just because like the time is like so massive that I'm accumulating. And I really haven't done too much running of this outside of just practice for the marathon. That was good though. That was actually good. Now it's just a matter of doing it while talking. I should actually think about what I'm going to do for commentary instead of like leaving that off until like. Oh, I haven't been leaving it off, but I certainly haven't like been practicing it for the most part. So I might do a run where I just slightly practice, so I at least know what the heck I need to say instead of being absent-minded like I kind of am right now for some reason. I don't know. I guess it's just the peacefulness of. The calmness of this game just kind of takes over. Come on, Rabbit. Oh, Bunny went far. Today is an absent-minded day. Today's a very absent-minded day. Well, that's fine. Eat that. Get. Doesn't fit, so get the bunnies. Oh, come on. Is one of the rabbits like literally in a corner that I can't reach? There we go. I was gonna say, that's kind of rude. At least I'm menuing a whole lot faster right now. Now we set fire to everything. I think screams chaos more than this level. Especially because you do it so fast. I'm not gonna lie, like, doing that is actually rather nerve-wracking and tricky because there's a very specific, because you can light the individual like leaves / like brushes, you can light them individually, but like you have to if you want to get everything on fire so they all fall down, you have to like light the middle of the what's it called? The middle of the actual Joshua tree. Because if you don't, then well, you're kind of in a bad place where you need to like redo the fire stuff again, or at least for that one. Shoot. Dang it. I was like way too fast on that, my mistimed things. Where did the other one go? Well, I guess I have to go for that. I have to go for this because otherwise I won't be able to get it too effectively. So much popcorn. Popcorn everywhere. Nope. Do not reset. Do not reset the entire game, please. Thank you. This takes 45 seconds to get through. I know because I've timed it. I've done ILs for this. And I know how long it takes to get through this scene before you're able to like start the first part. of the game. Like 45 seconds. Also, I guess you can. Well, I think the detail timer is relatively new. I don't think I've had the detail timer until the past couple months. Detail timer is so nice. For speedruns. I don't know, it's just extra stats, which, I mean, I can't complain with extra stats and numbers and graphs. Actually, no, we got graphs, that's fine. We got graphy. Graphy alone is fine. Still. To speedrunners' delights. Stats, numbers, graphs. Welcome to Chicken Farm. Here today, born tomorrow. The raccoon looks so pleasant until they realize that they're being absorbed into a hole. The raccoon models are so adorable. Alright, we're gonna get some energy drinks to get our game on and proceed as normal. We also got a catapult, but the gamer energy, the energy drinks were more important. I actually don't drink, I don't drink energy drinks, and I don't drink coffee, and I don't drink coffee because I just don't like the taste of coffee. Like, I don't mind having coffee, like, if it's an option every so often, but like, I just barely like the taste of coffee. So I never drink coffee, never really have interest to drink it. Sweet coffees ruin your life because now you're addicted now. Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like there's coffee, there's like regular coffee, which like I'm fine with, like if like black coffee, maybe with like a little cream, a little sugar. But like definitely like I've had a couple instances of just like Starbucks and all that stuff, and it's just so much sugar. It's just like, oh my goodness, like this isn't coffee, this is sugar. At least whatever I got. Like, if I want coffee, like I don't feel like if I just add just like so much sugar, and like it's just sugar and milk at one point, and it's just like, what's the point of having coffee? I'll just have milk. But yeah, no, I don't drink that stuff, and that's like the reason why I have like no need for it, and like coffee, I don't like the taste of too much, so. But like Monster and like any energy drinks, I like have no reason whatsoever. It's like I don't like, if I'm tired, and I'm gonna go to bed, even if like, oh like I need to get something done. It's like I'll get plenty of rest later. I'll make note to go to bed early and all that. That's also another thing why I don't drink coffee. Cause like it can, like, at least like non-decaf coffee, like if I ever get coffee or I ever make coffee, it has to be decaf. Cause I will be up for hours, even if it's just like lunch. I'll be up. It's no longer coffee after a while, but it still uses the same amount of caffeine. Yeah, same amount of caffeine with some extra additive a bit of energy in the form of sugar, which I don't really need. Part of why you need a little more milk than black coffee is just 2 regular doses of caffeine too quick gives you jitters. Yeah, it's like if it isn't just right, like if you like take it in, it's just like, oh, you know, like it gets rough in like a certain type of way. Like you're awake, but like at what cost? You're like, cool, now you're awake and you don't know how to dispel the energy. Or at least I don't know how to dispel the energy enough to like where I can actually like be in a good spot before I go to bed. I sound like an old person. Every time I like start to think about that stuff, it's like, wow, I like, or just like how it used to be, or like I used to go to bed at like 1 a.m. and all that stuff, and I was like, or like 3 a.m. or something along those lines, and now it's like, if it's approaching midnight, then like I'm gonna like really want to like hit the bed. It's like 11 p.m. like I'm about to like pass out, so I just need to get to bed. I guess it's just because having a regular sleep schedule now and just doing all that. I also do wake up a little bit early on my own, so changes from function juice to dysfunction juice after too much. Yeah, too much and the gears go a little too fast and a little too crazy. Tea though, tea, I do like tea. Tea is good. It's just never really cold enough where I can really enjoy tea. It never feels like a tea time. Never feels like it's the right time for tea. Because like it just like in the summer it just feels like the what's it called? The tea is like colder than the actual summer heat. Tea's really good. I like tea. Tea I don't mind. Tea actually, no, why did I say I don't mind? I do like it, so of course I don't mind it. Oh, come on. Box, why are you being rude? Don't be rude, Box. Be nice. I never noticed until just now how many masks Possum has on their wall. Oh my god. Come on. There we go. That was rough. No, what is it with the physics? Game. Just physics for me, please. Physics for me correctly. Oh, that last split was so rough. That last level is so painful just because you have to wait for the house to drop. That's what makes it so like agonizing. Just waiting for the house, because you know it's good. Okay, 3, 2. Oh, that went down for faster than I expected. Lagoon and the flume. Oh god, that's not good. Okay, we can make this good. Got it. Not bad time for Raccoon Lagoon. I struggle so much with Raccoon Lagoon. Alright, time to head to the 405. Major traffic jam. A lot of raccoons and cars. Dang it. I lost how, like... There we go. Okay, so it is, like, directly under the wheel. Like, center in the wheel. Oh, there we go. Grab it. Oh, that was very fortunate hitbox. Hi, pup. Seriously? Okay, there we go. Hello, cutie. Badunk. Then you're so derpy because the physics kicks in. Love it. I don't know why people are so much in a rush that they're like, I gotta get somewhere. I'd rather like drive into a hole than get stuck in this traffic jam any longer. Can't believe that. Just, it's like, I'm not waiting in here anymore. I'm getting out of here. Oh, that car fell, just an illusion. Yeah, I gotta get to work. I can't just stand here and wait for a hole to move away. I'm not waiting anymore in this traffic jam. I'm getting out of here. Even if it's 999 feet below Donut County. Hey, if I fall in the hole, I get workers' comp. Oh my gosh. If I fall in the hole, I'll at least have an excuse to call in sick from work. Okay, okay. I'm starting to see the idea that those raccoon drivers were having now. They really didn't want to do any work. They just wanted to call in, call it good. Raccoon house. Oh, that one's so smooth. Seagull. Then we get the Forg. Dang, I was a little too far back. There we go. Pixels make a difference. And that room's offline. Come on. Wow, you didn't jump. I'm so used to you jumping, bunny. Scoop the raccoons. Let's see if I avoid the physics issues that I did last time. And we did it. Cool. We're already on good progress in comparison to the last run. Burb. Burb. And that's another room destroyed. So much property destruction. So close. Oh dang, I was too far. All right, home stretch. Alright, what we're gonna do with this boss fight, we're not gonna mess it up like we did last time. At the last possible second. Oh, what's absolutely hilarious is that you can track your mouse off screen and yet the hole will still follow. It's quite nice, to be honest, because I can just go off, like my mouse will go off onto like the second monitor where OBS is, but yet the hole will still follow because I'm just going so far that way. Okay, let's not get stuck on anything. Dang it! It happened! It happened! Dang it! I got stuck on something. It's so annoying when control stops you if you go off screen. Yeah. It's like it's absolutely terrible, especially if it's mouse control and you're going borderless kind of like setup, or it just treats it as borderless. Like, that's the worst. There's like, when it involves this kind of situation, like absolutely like make sure like your mouse can still control even if it goes like off the screen. Like if you click out of the game, that's one thing, but if your like mouse just goes out, that's another. What happens if the target touches you? You get filled with cement. The hole gets filled with cement, and you have to wait for for one of the mines to go off to explode and destroy the cement covering, so you can actually like take in mines again and throw it up at the king quadcopter. So even before it's shooting, cement fills it. No, only it only shoots like after a certain amount of time. Like it like readies itself, and then it fires. Usually when there's a stream of like gray coming out of it. However, I'm already like trying to prep and like just get the rhythm and the motion during that time, because like I have a feeling like if I didn't do that, there will be a point in which I like am not paying attention to when I'm supposed to start moving, and then the hole gets covered, and then suddenly I'm like losing time because I wasn't paying attention. So it just helps me, well, pay attention to what's going on, and to make sure I actually like can do what, or I am like ready for what's about to happen. There we go. Under 35, so I'm happy with that. I'm now gonna do a practice, like somewhat of like commentary. It's not really gonna be full commentary, like I'll still like chat and all that stuff. But there'll be definitely like, at least for me, trying to figure out like what I'm supposed to say. Because right now I'm, again, absent-minded, and so like I have a feeling I won't know what to say. I don't want to scramble to like remember what the heck I was supposed to say like tomorrow. I really want to like make sure I like have some. I do have something, but I need to remember it. There is like a commentary. Like I do have like a thing. Like I remember a lot of the things. I just need to go through my head. Script? I don't have a script. I just know like there's a lot of topics I need to talk about. I know there's like so many topics I have in my head that I could talk about. It's just a matter of like when's the most appropriate time to bring it up. I could never like read the script at the same time if I was like playing the game. Yeah, so like I never create scripts or anything. I guess in my head I do. I have like some vague idea on like how on like some topics I want to talk about. Just like a bulleted list, like, okay, I talk about why is it in a different language, importance of mouse sensitivity or controller sensitivity, and the comfiness with that, what's the lore, stuff like that. I have like a bunch of like just ideas and whatnot, and it's just a matter of making sure I am able to like make sure that I'm not missing stuff, and B, make sure like everything's good. So yeah, I just need to do like somewhat of a run through so I have an idea, because I did the same thing a couple months back when I was creating a submission video for Donut County. I basically did commentary as if I was running in a marathon, and it was the same deal, and I have a bunch of bullet points there, but for some reason, because I'm so absent-minded right now, I can't remember them. I guess once I start, I'll be able to remember them, but I need to like reassurance that I am like solid for tomorrow. I need like some assurance before it before it turns into August 6th. Before it reaches tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back. I need to check on something real quick. BRB. Alright, I'm back. In the practice though, I am not doing any of the puns that I like have developed. I am not spoiling any of the puns that I've been like coming up with for the run. That will have to be a thing. That will have to be something you tune in for when the run happens. You have to wait to see. Because I'm not spoiling them here. Then where would be the fun in just like a random pun coming up and going like, oh god, just like hand on your head like, oh no, and just a groan from the audience. That would be great. Puns for days. Let's go. Don't have that many puns, but still, it'll be good. But yeah, let's just get started. So yeah, welcome to Donut County. Yeah, Thunder 001 introduction. And without further ado, let us get started. So, timer can begin in 3, 2, 1, begin. Alright, so what is Donut County? Well, let me tell you what Donut County is. Donut County, like, I guess the easiest comparison, if you're familiar with the Katamari series, where you roll up a bunch of objects into a ball and it progressively gets bigger. This is kind of like that, except you don't roll things in the ball, you absorb things in a hole, and like 500% more raccoons are in this game. But yeah, like as you already can see, the hole has progressively gotten bigger and bigger as we ate more items, and that allows us to get even bigger items such as the moped and its rider. So the more things we get, the bigger the hole gets and the bigger objects we can get, which in turn make us bigger. It's just never-ending terrifying situation that starts to unravel in this world. Probably a second thing to note, as you can see, we're running in a different language. I am currently running in Chinese. You can actually run in there are 3 languages that are incredibly fast. Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. Those are the fastest. I should note what just happened right there, where there was like a weird cutscene around the circle and then like it faded to black and redid itself again. That's not supposed to happen. That's like some weird glitch. I do not know what causes the glitch. I've been trying to figure out what goes on to even like have that glitch happen. It's not a good glitch. It loses several seconds of time, which is not good. So if I could figure out like what was going on, like what exactly is happening to even have that glitch happen, then that would probably save like a lot of headaches and potential attempts as well. But anyway, we are on to technically our second level, where we start to see the hole a little bit more in action than we did in the first level, before we scooped up the title screen, which is very, very adorable and amazing concept. But here we're starting to see the full potential / wrath of the hole. And the unfortunate people we're doing this to are Potter and Pup, who have a little pottery business. Unfortunately, we are just clearing that up. The area looks super clean and super clear, and we did get rid of some trash. However, we're getting rid of everything, and it's quite terrifying to the point where Pup here is in a hot air balloon to get away from us. Rightfully so, very understandably rightfully so, because if you just had like a hole, not just like any hole, like just pop out of the ground, but a hole that like popped out of the ground and started to follow and then just consume objects, kind of like what's going on here, that would be without doubt very terrifying. There we go. So for a lot of these levels, because there's a lot to unpack with like what's going on there. So lore-wise, because this will explain it. So lore-wise, we're going through a period of 6 weeks prior to the massive conversation that is happening 999 feet below Donut County. So we're just going through the 6 weeks where this hole gobbled up a lot of people. including a bunch of danger noodles. And in doing so, another part of the plot is that the raccoon that you can actually see on the top left corner of the screen that is controlling things. So we are the raccoon. They are trying to level themselves, like they're trying to level up their profile, so they can get themselves a very fancy quadcopter. And it's just like a little, it's just a little drone with like a raccoon tail and whatnot. But our raccoon BK really wants it, and so they're leveling up. And fortunately, they're leveling up by consuming everything in sight with the hole. So through the progress of actually like leveling up, there's a level up screen. Every time we finish these levels up into a certain point, we will encounter a level up screen. However, we just want to main menu out and then hit continue, like we're going to do now. So we can just skip that as well. Skip its animation, skip the time you spend in it, and just save a bunch of time in process. It is quite unfortunate though, because there is a really boppin' song that plays during the level up screen. The unfortunate life of a speedrun, where something really cool that you love casually, you end up skipping it, or you don't spend too much time with it. But yeah, the level up screen will be prevalent up until a certain point, and I will note when like that like kind of stops, and that when it stops being like really, when the level up screen stops being important is when we're actually like in the present. We're not looking back at the past at seeing what happened to Donut County. We're looking to what's currently happening. So just need to scoop up an entire river, get a camper van and this burb, and we're out of riverbed so quickly too. I was actually really fast. Quite nice. But they can continue to discuss and unravel the story as it goes more and more. Next we're going to Coyote's level, which is the campground. If you ever want to speedrun this, just as a note, like if you ever want to speedrun this, look into looking into speedrunning it, which I do recommend. This game is like so much fun. And it's so chill too, and quite funny. There's a lot of funny things we don't really get to see in the speedrun. A lot of good humor that we unfortunately don't get to see. Again, life of a speedrun, unfortunately, where we don't get to enjoy that stuff. But like if you do get into speedrunning it, probably like definitely a thing to note how important controller or mouse sensitivity is. It is very important in this game. You can actually play this game on, like I'm playing it on PC, you can play it on console, on like Xbox or Switch. You could also play it on mobile devices, so like your phone or a tablet, because it has the ability to work for touch stuff. Like the one thing to note for like controllers and mouse though is the sensitivity. For controllers, you can adjust the sensitivity in the main menu. It'll give you those options, and you can adjust from there. It doesn't go that high, at least in comparison to what you can do with mouse. It still goes fairly high, and it can make a bit of a difference. For mouse, you just would need to adjust the actual sensitivity of the mouse itself. The controller really doesn't, I don't think, is that effective anyway. For adjusting the sensitivity for if you're using mouse and keyboard stuff. So you actually have to, if you do want to increase the sensitivity for like this game using mouse, then you'll have to actually like change the mouse's sensitivity itself. And it becomes a quite important balance when you're actually working with the mouse sensitivity between making sure you have enough speed where you can zip past things really fast and go places like this, but making sure as well that you have control. Like you will stop where you want to stop, and like you can move at a slower speed if you need to. because this is a 3D game with physics in it, with a physics engine behind it. So things can get really wild. Physics can go just all over the place. Things get so wild, and if you're just flinging your mouse back and forth, and like the hole is like bopping different items and whatnot, it could send them into space, and that can be some pretty big time loss because you're just waiting for an object. Most likely, more often than not, it seems to happen quite often when you're trying to get a very critical item for you to progress. More often than not, you can just panic and then you send it up into space, and then you have to wait for it to come down, and you can't get anything else. It's just like the worst. But yeah, like making sure you get like that was like way too fast, and I didn't have enough patience for this. Oh, forgot the car. So yeah, like balancing between speed and control is very important when it comes to like adjusting your sensitivity for your control. Anyway, we are rapidly moving along. We caused a lot of chaos in the form of actual fire all over the place. And now we're literally going to light some spicy candles on fire, or fireworks on fire. The game actually calls them spicy candles, which is amazing. And we'll have to deal with the burbs. And the main mechanic with this is just we need to like light the fireworks by just going underneath and then just waiting to launch the fireworks. This becomes super important for like mechanic wise a little bit later, because there's like a little bit of something that happens that you need that for, or at least mechanic. You'll see later. We'll get to it. Yeah, just going to quickly absorb everything in sight and then getting the fireworks start, and we're good. Yeah. Chaos has erupted, popcorn flying everywhere. The residents of Donut County through these 6 weeks is not too great. Everyone's getting taken out, and there's a specific pattern that is happening for a lot of these folks. Whenever like the holes tend to start to show up after they order a donut. So if this was in English, or you could see the conversation happening, that Coco here, our alligator friend, wanted to try a donut, and so ordered a donut from the raccoons. Unfortunately, I mean, they do get a donut, it's just they get a donut hole that absorbs everything and takes you 999 feet below Donut County, which is where the present situation is. That's where everyone is gathered, 999 feet below Donut County. But yeah, yeah, it's absolute chaos, and we're about to see the hole pop up. We had to wait 45. That entire cutscene takes 45 seconds to get through. And now now the hole is going to start causing a little more chaos by taking some geckos that are invisible and running about. These can be quite difficult because they can just spin at the hole and not really do anything. Like shaking and shimmying the hole seems to work the best for making sure they get down. Just slowly absorbing things. There's a fun little thing with this game. If you take this boombox, the actual level music will stop. The entirety of the level music is like tied to that boombox, and as soon as that boombox goes down, the music stops. That's an absolute amazing touch. It's also achievements, in case you're hunting for achievements as well. We have a handful more levels. We're progressively getting through the story of these 6 weeks, but there's still just a couple more stories we need to hear, and a couple more properties that we need to like clean up a little bit. I mean, we're cleaning a place up a little bit, but we're cleaning it a little bit too intense. Like, it's one thing to like pick up trash and all that, but we're just taking everything with us. That poor raccoon didn't even have a chance. All right. And we are now about to be introduced to a new mechanic of the game, or like a new flavor upon the whole absorption situation. So we're going to get through some text messages. We are going to get the most important item, which is some energy drinks, some gamer energy drinks, and also a catapult. But the energy drinks are more important. Not really. We needed the catapult because this is the new mechanic introduced. Certain items in this game, labeled as such, or that can be used, you can use a catapult to send right back into the air. Usually, we never want to send things in the air, but this actually is important for progression. Like, we needed to send the chicken up there so we can begin this part, which is gathering eggs and all that. And we'll see a few more instances where we'll have to use the catapult to launch something up. So it can like either knock something down, or so that item can get bigger, or just because we need progression. And we don't need to worry about that, we just need enough to get this, and we're good. The rest of the level is about to just go under. We're about to see the absolute chaos that is unfolding. And the entire barn is gone. Alright, that is Chicken Barn, and on the Honey Nut Forest, we're going to see the mechanic of the catapult again, except being used where the hole gets bigger, along with another object getting bigger as well to help us progress, and use more of that physics that can go absolutely wild in this game. Boy, the physics in a lot of 3D games go absolutely wild. I speedrun a lot of Goose, and oh boy, physics in that game go wild. Physics in this game go wild too. It gets spicy, some of the stuff that happens. But we want to get this frog. This frog is now key to progress, and also more items to make the hole bigger. So we're going to launch the frog up a couple times to get some honey. Doing so, we can just wait right here, but every time I launch the frog to get B, I make sure so I get another object. That seems to be the best time, because there's a lot of suspense in the air and there's less worry, because it's just the frog you need to worry about. You don't need to worry about the hive and the frog, you just need to worry about the frog. So we're not going to take all the bees, we just need 2. And then we're going to there's Bear Claw, a friend in distress, and we're just going to take them down with the frog and take their shed. We don't need anything else. Sometimes for these levels, you just need certain objects to progress. For that, we just need the shed and the Bear Claw and then the shed. And then we were able to progress like it's nothing. Progress without getting the rest of the items like it was nothing. And now onwards to the next level, Cat Soup. Where it's a bit of an actual mess. There's like so much mess. And there's a bit of there's some RNG we're about to face. And I'm really hoping we get some good RNG, or I'm not behind where I miss the cycle. So there is a little thing behind there, and RNG wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst. I'd say the worst RNG is when you get there and you can't get the salt and pepper to make the soup a whole lot better, and also avoiding the cockroaches, because don't want cockroaches in the soup. And there is like so many of them, so we're just going to clean up this area. Get everything and then some. Hey, we cleaned up all the chairs and all that. Let's just clean up, like the trees, the cars, sidewalks. Let's start clearing up buildings. So already, before, we were clearing up buildings, but now we're clearing up full-on skyscrapers now. So this is definitely getting out of hand, quite a bit out of hand. But as soon as we're done with this next level, we will actually be in the present. So the 6 weeks will have gone by and we're in the present. And in this case, that was our last level up screen we needed to main menu on, because BK reached a level in order to actually get the quadcopter, which we're flying around in and about to see, and it does some really fun lines that I absolutely love. I am so jealous. And there goes the quadcopter. So Mira found out about all the issues that BK has been causing because of delivering donuts, aka delivering holes that suck up the entirety of, well, everything, to people. And Mira's giving BK a bit of a taste of their own medicine. And the entirety of the rest of the donut shop too. But I mean, it gets us to the present, and it teaches BK a lesson. Though BK is a bit salty about about losing the quadcopter. And now that we're in the present, we need to figure out how to get out. How do we get out? How do we solve the situation? How do we resolve everything? In order to do that, we need to enlist the help of someone that BK really doesn't want to enlist the help of, but we need to, which is Possum. So Possum is in this dark level, which is really hard to navigate, because it is so dark, and you have to get like so many items, and some of them don't fit, and the masks themselves can be a bit janky, but we actually made it through just fine. Cat, we're just going to get the cat real quick, and then we'll just take the entirety of the room and Possum along with it. There goes Possum. Didn't even wake up. It's all good. And of course, you know, a whole out of control isn't a whole out of control unless, you know, you take the entirety of a building, which in this case, this building stays up floating in the air for several seconds. Like, I know games have coyote time, but that's like ridiculous coyote time that house has. The coyote time for the house is ridiculous. But now we now have gotten Possum, but we need a couple more things. We need to locate someone, and we can't really locate someone unless we have like, I don't know, like constant information of like some sort of authority or something like that. So we need to actually take a radio from the raccoon police chief really quick, and of course destroy an entire fun amusement park in the process, and destroy an unfortunate port flume. Get this up. Good. Cool. Yeah, things are about to get really intense. As soon as we get these last little bits going, it gets a little bit more. Go. And these poor raccoons just throwing a nice day on the Ferris wheel, and now they're getting launched up into the sky. Or at least they're spinning so fast enough they get launched into the castle. Not a very, very happy day for these raccoons, and they get absorbed into the hole, of course. We don't need to get the rest of the castle, we just need the Ferris wheel and then the flume, and that's good enough to progress. So, from the raccoon chief, we got a walkie-talkie, which will be able to locate someone. Someone that we saw at the very beginning of the game, Pup. Pup had the right idea of being in a hot air balloon, but now we need Pup so we can actually, you know, get out of the hole. So we're just gonna, you know, just intercept a giant traffic jam that they're causing. Fun little fact about this level. So if you saw really quickly at the beginning, there was like a couple palm trees on fire. There's actually some interesting like lore / tidbit about it. So the palm trees are on fire not because of the hole. Like the developer has said, it's not because of the hole that the palm trees are on fire. The palm trees are on fire because one day the developer, driving down the highway, saw a couple palm trees on fire, and thus added to the game. So palm trees are on fire because the developers saw it one day, which is still quite concerning because they're just on fire. This little cutie. This raccoon is so adorable. It's so cute with the little grappling hook, and that didn't go off like it was supposed to. Ooh, that's not good. Can you? There we go. Okay, something wasn't quite right with the camera. The camera, not the actual game camera, but the camera that we were using to get the drone raccoons down. It normally angles itself at the raccoons. That one didn't, for some reason. I don't know why. And hopefully after the entire traffic jam pours itself into the hole without stopping. No one stops. Okay, we did get a glitch. Okay, so remember that glitch from earlier? Yeah, well, you can get it here too. At least I can get it here too. And it's a pain. It doesn't do anything good. It just loses time. I don't know what causes it. I don't know what specific thing. It just happens. And it can be quite unfortunate. But we are now free of the hole, and we need to stop the source of where the hole is being generated. And that is actually located in... My timing was really off on that. There we go. The observatory up on the cliff. That's right. This is actually LA. Or at least this is based a lot off of LA. Like a lot of the things here are based off landmarks in LA and whatnot. And so this is the observatory of what would be in LA, and instead of Hollywood, it's now Raccoon, because raccoons have taken over the place. Raccoons own this city. And we're trying to negotiate with the head raccoon, which is Trash King. Unfortunately, Trash King is being a bit rude, saying to BK like, "Oh, new phone, who dis?" and just trying to play it like they don't know them. But we're gonna do something cheeky. We're gonna use the hole against Trash King. We're gonna cause a little bit of chaos. We just need a couple things for that. Potted plant being one of those, some paper wads, and just an entire raccoon just sleeping on the job. We do need them because we're going to launch them unfortunately into the thing and get access. One of two levels that we'll see. There is I just point out, the music in this game is really good. If you haven't heard of the music of this game, I highly recommend just checking out the music, the soundtrack for it. It's really bopping. There's some really good songs that I absolutely love. There's the one song that is usually done for the level of progress called Quack Anthem. It's weird at first, but I it grew on me so much. I absolutely love that song, and I'm saddened that that it's the level up screen in the speedruns, which we skip. But there's so many good songs in here, just really good vibing songs, and really just amazing. And just check out this game in general. It's so much fun. It's very chill. Not much except just moving around. Again, PC, console, mobile devices, you can play it on. You can play it on so much. It's readily available. All right, we got the bunnies, which means bunnies are going to do their favorite thing, which is multiplication. They're going to do their favorite math subject, multiplication, and it's going to cause absolute chaos. So much chaos, there's explosions in the room. It's not a good time. But that's one room down. Trash King still doesn't really believe us. Trash King is like, you haven't caused enough chaos. We're still not going to talk to you. All right then, so we're gonna take out your anthropology lab, which we're actually going to see some very now you start to see some very familiar stuff that we've collected before. A bunch of items, as well as some location kind of theme stuff going on. And the firework, of course. Fireworks are important again. And this time, well, I mean, last time we were causing mayhem, but we're going to cause mayhem here. What I did just there, I quickly moved the water because the water actually makes this go on, which causes the conveyor belt to, or like the carousel to actually like rotate around. So the water upon electricity, like so, made that happen. And we can actually do that during the cutscene. So that's why it was a frantic rush to try to get over there. Now we just want to get rid of some water, light another firework on fire, and cause even more chaos. Hopefully this is now enough that Trash King actually takes us seriously. That's the anthropology lab destroyed. And I think Trash King will now take us seriously. We're actually going to do one of the very few glitches you can do in this game, just doing a cutscene glitch. There's a specific spot if you like hover over and click on a bunch, in that case kind of like the middle of the door, kind of where the where that logo was, the raccoon logo was. Once the door opens and you click on there, you can just skip the cutscene and immediately proceed to the next one. Saves a couple seconds, which is quite nice and dandy. Every second matters in the speedrun. But we have been thwarted. Oh no, Trash King has anticipated this kind of move and used our greatest weakness. Object that is bigger than us that we can't get out of to trap the hole and prevent it from ever being used for more chaos. So Trash King wants to talk to BK. They want to negotiate. They want to talk. Things don't look so good outside, but not so much negotiate with BK, more tempt BK with amazing items such as the King quadcopter and making BK sign a contract in order to get the King quadcopter, which is about to cause a bit of chaos for Mira and Paulson. And now we have a boss fight. Didn't expect that, now did ya? We actually have an actual boss fight in this game. More than just consuming a bunch of items. We have to fight the King quadcopter, and wow, that was very good RNG. So what's happening? King quadcopter has a bunch of phases. They'll shoot out a bunch of mines, and they'll shoot out a small mine, which you can launch back at them. Next, they'll do this kind of situation where they try to fill the hole with cement and prevent you from getting any more items. But King quadcopter is mad, and so they're going to launch more mines out into the field, which we're going to use against them. And we'll go through that one more time. It's 3 instances of that, and then we're good to proceed to the next part of the game. But that, unfortunately, we don't get to see, like, there's an actual funny thing, like, you will take damage, excuse me, if you give King quadcopter enough time. King quadcopter will attack Mira and Possum by, like blowing a bunch of wind at them and, like, causing damage, because we have a low health bar at the top, which is now gone. But they have a low health, we have a low health bar. And, so King quadcopter can actually, like, continuously do damage to us. But it's kind of an exponential kind of, like, damage. Like, first it's half our health, and then it's a quarter, then it's an eighth, and it just progressively gets smaller and smaller. Then eventually you die, or quote-unquote die. You actually game over. And it does this very fun cutscene. It's oddly enough, it's very worth just, like, losing the boss fight, casually playing, just to see what that is. It also is an achievement, so it's worth as well. But we've hacked into King quadcopter. BK wasn't tempted by Trash King, and so BK helped us out, allowed us to hack in, and of course allowed us to destroy King quadcopter with their own mines. Now we're just gonna, you know, just do what we do best, be a hole and consume everything. In this case, we're gonna consume the quadcopter and make a tornado in the process. So we're gonna destroy the entirety of the observatory because Trash King's being a bit rude, and Trash King needs to, like, learn a little bit about losing things. And time will come up when the screen flashes white, and time. There we go. And that is Donut County. Hello, Dan. Hi, LD. All the green things coming. They all are arriving. How are y'all doing? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna flick on a light so I can see more than just my monitor. So I'm not blinded by my monitor. There we go. How are you doing? We were just doing some... You're on vacation? That sounds like fun. That sounds comfy. Sounds enjoyable. Sounds really nice. I hope your vacation is going quite well. We're just practicing for... I'm just practicing some commentary stuff for... what's it called? Commentary stuff for the run tomorrow. Just making sure I have like everything and all that stuff. You have a thingy tomorrow. What do you call it? Event? Errand? Object of importance that you need to do or need to attend. There you go. Early thingy works. It's perfect already. It's perfect. Yeah, we're just doing some practice of commentary. I don't feel like my commentary was that strong during that instance. I do feel like I need to organize myself a little bit better. I'll be doing like a practice run or two tomorrow before everything. But like I feel like I need to like make sure I like get commentary on point. That was like okay commentary. Like I definitely could fill up every single instance, but I don't need to. There was a lot of talk about lore. I don't feel like I need to talk about lore. There's just some things I need to do better. Because I felt like I was just talking about like what's happening that you can see on screen. And I don't feel like I should really talk too much about that. Like you want to talk about things you can't really see or concepts that like you aren't actively like making purpose to the audio. I feel like I need to work more on the commentary for that. Out of curiosity, does the marathon have face cam? The marathon does allow face cam. I will not be using face cam for it because I am too lazy to set it up on my own computer. So and like get that hassled. I already did tech check and everything, so I like don't want to really do it. Face cam for extra special times, but yeah, no, won't be doing face cam. If I do remember, they actually do have the ability, like there will be an icon. I think they like place an icon where the face cam can be. So if I get the goose, so if I give them goose chaos, they'll probably, or the goose fine. I think they'll put like goose fine as the picture placeholder for there, which I think would be a whole lot more fun than face cam. Just a chaotic goose. That is way more fun in my opinion. Yeah, and also in general, I really don't like face cam too often. Being conscious about yourself being on screen is just like, ugh. It's already like enough anxiety when I have to do it for work. Yeah. Goose chaos, yeah. Gotta get Goose in there somewhere. And that's where we're gonna do it. That was a really good run. We ended up in the 33, which I'm happy for. Excuse me. We got some time saves too, which is good. Is that gold? That is a gold, but I think it's fake gold. Yeah, it's fake gold. It's fake gold because it's fake gold because like we're doing manual splitting and I split way too late. But yeah. I'm gonna do one more run. I'm not gonna focus too much on commentary. I can just chat and whatnot. I do need to like spend some time tonight and just like bullet point some things out so I at least have solid like remembrance of what I can talk about. Because if I don't, then I'll just end up like that last thing. And I feel like I can do better. It was good, but I feel like I can do better. In terms of commentary, I feel like I can do a whole lot better. Because it's more fun if like you're hearing stuff that you, if I'm not doing a play-by-play of what's happening on screen, it's a whole lot more fun. Because you can see what's happening. So I might as well tell some like interesting things that you may not know. Or some speedrun stuff and whatnot. There's not too many tricks in this. So I have to go on about that. Alright, let's get another one going. This is probably gonna be my last run for the night. I mean, we've been going for 2 hours, but still. Wanna have enough time just to review some stuff for tomorrow. And it'll be good. Pet the cat. Excited for tomorrow. It'll be fun. Yeah, and then I got the other marathon on September 4th, which would be fun as well. You always forget Nightbot is programmed to repeat certain modes. Yep, Nightbot is programmed for that. You can thank Slorent for that. Slorent, like a lot of the fun stuff that Nightbot does now for the channel is because of Slorent. Slorent like got that stuff up when I was streaming, because I never think of that stuff. I never think of fun things. So yeah, shout out to Slorent. Hey, we didn't get the glitch cutscene. Huzzah. Yeah, there's a couple more things that like Nightbot will respond to as well. Like if you type 404, it will say 404 error. And all that. Like there's a couple fun things that got Nightbot to do. Well, Slorent is the human form of puns. He has to be a little funny. Oh yeah, Slorent definitely has to like make things fun, which is great because it makes things. Every stream needs a Slorent. Yeah, every stream needs a Slorent. A lot of streams have a Slorent. A lot of streams have Slorent as a moderator or as VIP. And rightfully so. Slorent's amazing. Slorent's done so much for the Hollow Knight community and a lot of other communities as well. Here's the Slorent on Slorent stream. I guess that'd be Slorbot. That's the Slorent on Slorent stream, is Slorbot. Slorbot takes over for the chat stuff. The doctor. I am. Oh my goodness. This is always rude. Danger noodles ahoy! Dang it, I'm not fast enough with that. Oh, that actually went off. Thank goodness. I was so worried that wasn't going to work. Like, oh, that's going to be time loss. Take all the items. Gimme. I don't like how that always, like, does that. It's so scary. If it wasn't for that menuing, that would have actually been, like, really good. Oh my dog. Oh my dog, get out of the way. I can't actually see that now. I messed that up. Oh my goodness. There we go. Dog being rude. Covering up where I need to see. Why didn't I get that? Oh, dang it. Oh, I messed this up so much. Fish. Oh yeah, just as a note for tomorrow. So we'll do the marathon run, and then like after the marathon run, I'm gonna get set up and we're gonna do some more Baron breakfast for a little bit. I've been waiting to play that for several days now. But I've been more focused on like trying to make sure like I'm good for the marathon run. Be so excited. Oh no, the tent went here. And money down. Oh yeah, this run is definitely going to be a very quiet one for me for some reason. Like I'm noticing where I just go in absolute silence for like an extended period of time. I'm already noticing that. Felt like I definitely like talked my head off doing the commentary practice. But it's good. I at least know that like I need to. There's a few things I want to work on with like commentary to make it better. Hey, we saved some time. Do I seriously need that bush? Yeah, I do. Forget it requires you to get almost every item. That bush cost me a potential gold. Fine. We're not going for world record. We're for PP. Technically the same thing. You know what I mean. If I ever like get weird with that situation, it's because I like tend to like, I don't know, I'm just like very, how do I describe it? Like, I really don't like saying like, oh yeah, I got world record. I don't know, like it feels, it always felt weird for me to like whenever I'd like get like a top time like that, it always felt weird saying it. It didn't feel right. So that's why you hear me like more often not like refer to things as just PBs instead of like, oh yeah, look at world record, just because like it doesn't feel right. Like I'm absolutely proud of like being able to get like records, but it just feels weird. It doesn't feel right. Feels like a weird like, I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. Like I don't mind other people talking. It's just my own thing. It's my own weirdness, my own personal weirdness trait. I'm very I guess the word is like I'm very humble with whatever I do. Like I tend to like not take credit for things, which is also quite bad. Which is a very bad thing, because like I should take credit for things. How many jumps do you guess mound is possible in 2 without getting movement and stuff first? Mound? Like overgrown mound, crystal mound, ancestral mound? Don't mind random too. Which mound? There are 3. There are 3, and they all have different amounts. Like the crystal mount will have more jumps because of the platforms. Ancestral. Okay, so the first one. I want to say like 5. I know there's some shenanigans you can pull off in there, so I'm saying 5. A little bit lower than what I would have thought normally. Why are you spinning? Guess I'm not big enough for you. Say 5. Take the radio instead. Really surprisingly close. 4. Takes 4 jumps. Oh my goodness. 4 jumps. You complete in 4 jumps. That's wild, Dan. That's bananas. That doesn't seem real. There you go. Oh, moped, come on. Come on, moped. Oh, there goes the moped, no! Moped! You need to parry the same shade 3 times and use fireball at a specific spot. Oh boy, that sounds cursed. Then do some wacky stuff with flies. Yeah, flies, I imagine. Oh, we're missing. Oh, we're missing that. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this was fortunate. That can be, that situation I just did can be really bad. Because it can actually like stop the momentum of the chicken and its cage being broken. It sounds incredibly cursed. It sounds very cursed. As soon as you said like same shade 3 times, and then like a very specific spot for fireball. That sounds really, really cursed. Because it sounds, anything precision sounds cursed to me. Like absolute precision has to be accounted for. That's when I'm like, nope, that's cursed. So you've been I take it you've been trying to pull off like the minimum amount of jumps you need to do in Ancestral Mound then? You've been trying to do that? Also, I take it are you taking a break from min caps from Odyssey? Why we don't catapult when that's happening, even though I just did again. Never do that. Never do what I'm just doing. Loses so much time if it goes wrong. And then there was that situation. What Thunder says now he does. Pretty much. At least for speedrunning. At least for speedrunning this level. But we gotta forward in the process. Losing so much time. The whole game, someone doing a video on it, and you're doing a lot of labbing. Don't know if you remember, but you did King's Pass a while back. I do remember you doing King's Pass. Someone's trying to get a video about that. The minimum amount of jumps you can do in a Hollow Knight. Is it just finding quick strats? It's pretty much like, it's like going in the laboratory and just like figuring things out. I guess like that's the general term where it comes from. Finding and testing anything really. Yeah, so kind of like doing laboratory work in some regard, but for speedrun stuff. Oh no, oh yeah, oh no. Hey, at least you arrived way earlier. You didn't arrive when this level was happening, so you did break the curse, LD. The curse actually is broken. You seen the term used around but never fully comprehended it. Yeah, if it's just thrown around, it makes sense that like a lot of context is missed because people throw it around like it's nothing once they know it, or at least in the speedrun stuff. Just means testing, yeah. Great thing about a speedrun is that you just blitz through cat soup, so you don't have to deal with cockroaches for too long. Oh, labbing sounds cooler. Yeah, labbing sounds cooler. It's more about the coolness. If there's a cooler word that can give the same meaning, we're gonna use it. Very math science indeed. Oh yeah. I'd say like it'd be fun to make like a goose science emote, but I think that would just end up being that would literally just turn into the goose fine emote. it would just turn into that emote. That's not good. I think that's where I end for tonight. I like how... Are we back? We back? We back. Okay, we're back. Okay. That's a rare occurrence. I've only had that happen a couple of times, and usually it's when like something intense is happening, like weather or whatnot, like something real intense that actually just flat out just takes everything out. Yeah, welcome back. Don't know what went on there. But, I think that's a good point to leave off on for tonight. That definitely interrupted the flow of stuff. But I also want to see what's going on because I need to check some stuff just in case. Unless there was just like an accidental oopsie on the ISP side. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, we're in there for a night, unfortunately. Just because like the rest of the run isn't really too vital, and like that's been a good amount of stuff done, so we're good. Yeah, I'm just gonna go raid, and then I need to dip to check to see what's going on. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Sorry, it wasn't that long, and there wasn't much, and it wasn't too exciting. And that there was like an intense glitch. Yeah, see you all tomorrow, where we'll be doing some where we're going to do some not only do the event stuff, but also do the do some bear and breakfast afterwards to make it a comfy time. I should actually hit the enter button for this. We're going to raid Meso. They're trying hundo, so we're gonna see what's up, wish them luck, and then yeah. All right, everyone. Have a good rest of the night or rest of the day. I'll see everyone tomorrow. All right. Cheers.